Hello, Shane McCusker here, Intelligence Software. I am working with Greg and Chris Savage to run the Savage Masterclass in Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town in July 2018. We ran a webinar in June talking about all sorts of things, 30-minute webinar, please have a look at it. However, some of it was so good I thought I'd cut out the best bits and edit it into a short form video. In one section of the webinar I was talking to Chris Savage about the power and the usefulness of storytelling for recruiters.
Thank you, Shane. It's a topic I really love. In my world of advertising, marketing, and digital, there has been a massive shift in the last few years, as everyone knows. With the advent of social media, the whole game has changed. In the olden days of 7 years ago, if you wanted to persuade someone, you would push a message to them through advertising. But now, with the advent of social media, it's all about engagement. We have to engage with our target audience in a meaningful and sophisticated way. And that connection comes through telling stories that create emotion. 90% of how human beings make decisions is based on an emotional connection with what they're being told, and stories create emotion. So for the future fit recruiter, the ability to tell compelling stories that highlight the benefits of working for a company or that highlight the benefits of a candidate are absolutely critical. And by storytelling, we're not talking about complicated big stories. We're talking about little examples that you can use in the way you talk to clients and the way you talk to candidates that create pictures in their mind that help illustrate some more context and flavor around what a company will bring to a candidate and what a candidate will bring to a client. So candidates want to know about what is a company like to work at, what's their career prospects at that company, how will they fit in to that organization? What's that company's future in their industry? Will they be happy working there? And a good recruiter will find stories asking the client, asking previous candidates that they might have placed there, asking other people in the client organization, what's it like working here? Give me some examples of your culture. Give me some examples of your training. Give me some examples of recruits who have come in and who have thrived in your environment. And at the same time, clients want to know, why do you want to join me? What are you going to bring that's going to add value to my organization? Why are you right for this role? What have you done in the past that really illustrates beyond what a resume can illustrate, the energy and the momentum that you're going to bring to my role? But storytelling is also important for the recruiter to use in persuading clients to see out of brief candidates. So let's say a client has given you a brief and there's a 90,000 Rand role, but your candidate is more expensive than that. They're going to cost 120,000 a year. This is where we can use the power of storytelling by telling our client how a similar corporate organization with a similar challenge had taken a punt and engaged a candidate at a higher salary level. But because of that edge that candidate brought, their experience, their confidence, their skills, they were able to add considerably more value and would be the right candidate for the client to consider. So it's important to use storytelling not only in helping candidates put their best foot forward with clients, not only helping clients to really tell a powerful story about their employer value proposition, but also in a recruiter's armory to persuade clients and candidates to do what we feel is best for them. Now, at Savage Sell, we give lots of examples around little stories that you can tell that bring the storytelling concept to life. What I'm going to do now is just give you a tool that you can use. And I want, please, listeners, stay with me because it might sound a little bit unusual, but it's actually a great example of how to use a structure to tell stories in recruitment. So if you think of a story as having three parts to it, it has the quest, it has the villain, and it has the hero. That's the way that you tell a story. If you even think about the way that Greg introduced our webinar today, when he talked about Savage Sell, he talked about how there's a great opportunity for recruitment in the future of business as the war and the challenge around talent accelerates. Then he introduced the villain. However, artificial intelligence is going to take away half of what we currently do. And then he introduced the hero, which was, it's okay though, because for recruiters, the power is going to be in persuasion, in influencing. And if we develop those skills, our role will be more important than ever. So there was a quest, the future of recruitment, the villain, the threat of artificial intelligence, and then the hero, which is the skills that recruiters will bring that will ensure that we are more valuable than ever before. Think about that little technique when you tell stories. It's not so much about what you say, but it's how you say it that engages with your client and your candidate, that they connect in with emotionally, and that will persuade them to what you are talking to them about. One more little example, Shane, and then I'll hand back to you. Here's a little story about persuading a candidate that a role at a retailer is the right role for them. So you say to the candidate, our client is a retailer in female fashion, and their goal is to become the biggest, most powerful omni-channel physical store and online retailer in the industry. However, their ambition is being threatened by Amazon. Amazon's entered the market with outstanding user experience on their websites and their social media, and this could completely derail that client's vision, ambition, and purpose. However, the client is investing in a world-class UX and customer experience website development team. The best training in the industry, the best people are joining that team, and their goal is to take Amazon on head on. And that's where the opportunity lies for you. Within their team is the role of a UX designer, but it's not a normal role. It's a role in a world-class team fighting a world-class battle with an extremely exciting 18 months ahead. Quest, villain, hero. Storytelling in recruitment, Shane, a very important tool for the future fit recruiter to have in their armory.
Thank you, Chris. If you're interested in attending the Savage Sell Masterclass in Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town, July 2018, please check out the website recruiter-events.com.